Alright, so we're going to talk about one of the most hotly debated topics in American Trap, and that's the hold point. So we're going to show two different variables of that, both where to position the gun left and right, based on which station you're on, and how high or how low to hold the gun. So we'll talk about left to right movement first. So Sam's going to, in a minute, you will see there are 5 clay targets out on the trap house. So a traditional method that is taught in many places, for each station, that represents the hold point of where your gun should start left to right. So since we're on station 2, you will see the second clay over to the left. That tells Sam that when he raises his gun, relative to where he should have a starting point, or a hold point, as we call it in the game, where he should start so he has the best chance to see the clay come out and quickly but efficiently move to the target to break it. So go ahead and show them what mounting on house 2. You notice nice clear movement. Hopefully what you can see down the camera is left to right, he's right about over that clay. Now, the other element is, that's the left to right. So now it's height. So this is another debated point. So Sam's a 2-eyed shooter. What we typically teach with a 2-eyed shooter is a higher hold point. The reason for that is he can see the target coming out with the eye that is not over the barrel. So in his case, he's a right-handed shooter. That allows him to see the target come out with a higher hold point, less movement. Less movement means better chance of breaking the target because he only needs to move left or right. So show them not only positioning left and right. If you notice, this almost makes a straight 90-degree angle relative to where he's at. Again, for a high hold point, that allows him, since he's a 2-eyed shooter, he can see the target from this high with his non-dominant eye, or his left eye in the case of Sam, since he's a right-handed shooter. He can wait for the target to come through, keeping his gun straight and level. Once that target goes through his barrel, he can easily move left or right or slightly up to break the target. Now, let's show a low hold point to start over. A low hold point means a lot of times when you start with new athletes, you want them to see the target as soon as they can. He's going to start with the gun literally right on that target. We also teach one-eyed shooters that way as well, because it's hard for them relative to the gun. If you have one eye closed, you're looking down the barrel, the target can actually go through the barrel and you're unable to see it. So having the gun all the way down at target or at the trap house allows you to see it the entire time as it comes out. So let's show them what low hold point looks like. You can see he has a high rib, so it's hard to see. We'll cheat a little bit down. This is typically about what you would see as a lower hold point. Again, that single eye, he can now see the target come out from beginning at the house all the way through the motion so that he can move up and left or right at the same time.